Well, this is really cool too. He's one of the greatest entertainers of all time. Now, Michael Jackson's unique and unparalleled artistry comes to Jacksonville in MJ the Musical. We have Eric Hamilton, who plays Michael Jackson. No pressure there, right? Welcome to the show.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. So tell us about the show and what folks can expect.
Yeah, so the show will take you through all of his biggest hits, everyone's favorite songs, Billie Jean, Smooth Criminal, Thriller, even back to his younger days, ABC, The Love You Save. You get all of the biggest hits, but it also takes you beyond that. It takes you beyond the music and dives a bit into his artistry and the creative mind and collaborative spirit that launched Michael Jackson into legendary status.
Yes, and we're seeing some of the footage here, and I mean the costumes, the set. Talk about that artistry in the show.
It's truly incredible. Well, I would love to focus on the costumes. Have to give a beautiful, amazing shout out to our wonderful costume designer for MJ the Musical, Paul Tazwell. It's incredible because you have all of his iconic looks, and you know, as you can see, you have the jackets, you have the shoes, the loafers, everything.
Oh, look at that, 70s look. Oh, I love
that's
that too.
One of my favorite costume pieces as well.
Fun.
And there's an incredible moment in the show where everyone on stage, their costumes are all representative of a different era in his life.
I can tell too. I mean, it's just like every decade that he's performed in. I mean, amazing. So what, I have to ask, do you have a favorite song to perform? Which would that be?
When I go on for Middle Michael, my favorite song has to be Wannabe. Wannabe Startin' Something is one of my favorite numbers in the show. There's a beautiful arc. That's one of my favorite MJ songs in general.
Okay.
But there's also an arc and a story within that song alone that I love to tell. And when I'm on for MJ, it's Smooth Criminal or Thriller. Both of those numbers are, the energy in those songs is insane.
100%. And mine is, just because I wanted to share mine, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough.
That's a fun one.
Oh man, I bet this is like a big sing-along.
Oh, 100%. Absolutely.
Everybody's up and singing.
Absolutely.
And, it's just a party.
Yes.
So what went into preparing for this show? I mean, did you already know kind of the moves and how to do your range like his?
Not entirely. I had ideas.
Right. I mean, we all sang to his music, right?
Absolutely,
so we kind of have an idea. But
absolutely. But in terms of the actual preparation for the show, I spent 4 weeks in New York rehearsing. I learned the Middle Michael track within the first week, and then spent the second week fine-tuning that. And then I learned MJ within the last 2 weeks of New York, and then my first 2 weeks of meeting up with the tour. And while I was in New York, I had the wonderful opportunity to work with Rich and Tone Talluega, who got to perform with Michael Jackson and choreograph for him as well.
No way. What an honor, huh?
It truly was amazing. And so through them, I got to kind of understand his movement, and they taught me the MJ movement and how to, you know, how to position my body, how to shift the weight, and how to do all of his iconic moves. And got to work with them, got to work with the incredible Broadway company. Then when I got out to the tour, I got to work with the first national tour, and so just wonderful experiences. And for the voice, I got to work with our vocal coach, Nick Cooper, who is connected to Michael Jackson through so many different people. Like he has mentored people, he has studied under people who have all been connected to Michael Jackson in some ways. So
that's so neat. So this is legit. And you can get your tickets at FSCJArtistSeries.org. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was so nice to meet you and break a leg.
Thank you.
But don't really break one with all that dancing, because I know there's a lot of dancing.
Yes, a lot of dancing.